Grizzlies. Conley and Allen are the guard set. Prince is the 3 and Randolph the 4. And it's Gasol at center. And for Philadelphia, Carter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward slots. And it's Noel in at the 5 down low. Now here's Noel. Tipped away. Gasol with the steal. Allen outside. Randolph in the posts. He's against Young. Randolph can't hit.
It's an unusual, surprising miss for him. Typically, he's good on those inside. You know, I couldn't quite figure this one out, guys, that, you know, Zach Randolph's name being thrown around at times last season in trade talk. I mean, he's such an essential part of what the Grizzlies have been able to accomplish recently and what they're capable of doing going forward. Man, it was just kind of baffling to me that his name would show up in trade rumors.
That free throw, no good. Well, back to Randolph. Clark, you mentioned the trade rumors. Pretty surprising, but his scoring has been down the last couple seasons, Steve, with that knee injury.
Yeah, still one of the top big men around. I mean, but the Memphis front office has been probably more salary conscious since the new ownership took over, and he is making big money the next 2 seasons.
He doesn't get the second one.
Boy, 76ers had a season they'd like to soon forget. But the one thing they were able to do last year was win at home. Good thing, too, given how unforgiving Philadelphia fans can be. No tougher sports fans in all of sports than Philadelphia.
And he recovers it. Offensive rebound. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Conley with it, now guarded by Richardson. It's Allen with the drive. Prince kicks to Allen. Shot clock at 6. They shoot again, and that's Prince. That time on the assist by Allen. And back to the 76ers at home. Never a good idea to be under 500 at home in a city that has booed Santa Claus before. Steve, luckily they were able to avoid that, going 23 and 18 here last season.
Well, maybe Santa Claus had a bad year that year, Kevin. I don't know. But look, I mean, if you're stinking it up in front of Philly fans, they're going to let you know. I mean, they're going to boo you. They're brutally honest. On the flip side, though, when you play well, I mean, they're going to back you.
Now, here's Richardson. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I caught up with head coach Brett Brown. He brought up Marc Gasol, a kind of sleeper player he thinks could give them trouble. Coach said he's a guy 7 foot plus. He's very skilled, can shoot and finish over either shoulder, and he doesn't shy away from contact. He's a guy you have to really pay attention to. And I've told our guys, we can't let him have a big game. Fellas, we'll see how they do against him.
And thank you, Doris. Now here is Conley after the miss from Noel. 5 on the clock. Pulls up. Here's Randolph. Makes it off the glass. Randolph's got his first basket.
You know, he's really adept at keeping possessions alive by hitting the boards and cashing in on some of those putbacks.
And something else he has is an array of moves in the paint. You can make a training video for young players to figure out how to play down low in terms of how he gets it done inside.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Outside Conley. Pass to Prince. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. The 76ers trail by 6. Carter Williams dishes to Turner. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Got a piece of it. Richardson the pass to Turner. Clock at 6. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Well, they just gave him 2 points. Defensively, you're going to have to tighten things up here. That's not a good sign.
Conley with it. Prince outside. Dishes to Allen. Outside Conley. Goes up from the top of the key. It's rebounded by Noel.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Richardson with it. Guarded now by Randolph. And the rejection by Prince. Here's Allen. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Conley. And there's the feed to Gasol. Well-placed jumper from the free throw line.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Carter Williams off the pick from Noel. Outside Turner. Screen by Young. Turner against Prince. And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from Turner.
I'll tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
Well, that's the key to basketball. Get the ball inside into the paint, either with a pass or with penetration.
Now here's Allen. Conley kicks to Randolph. Right side Gasol. Memphis moving it around. Here's Conley. Trains it from 17 feet out.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on it.
Now here's Carter Williams. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Quincy Pondexter, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. Now here's Turner, covered by Pondexter, and they'll keep possession. Carter Williams with the bucket. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Randolph, a screen on Richardson. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. Conley left side. 6 to shoot. The drive by Randolph. And no good. Trying to use the glass. 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Richardson dishes to Carter Williams. Kicks it out to Richardson. Fires from deep, and that one's good. Richardson's got 5 now.
Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Davis is checked in. Grizzlies have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Allen outside. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. He feeds it to Pondexter. Back to Davis. Stays with it and hits the off-balance shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
And you look at Ed Davis out of North Carolina. We know he can be a factor with his defense and his rebounding. I think the question with Davis is, can he be good enough offensively? Will he be able to provide scoring inside?
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, going back to Ed Davis, he just started playing consistent minutes, Clark, with the Raptors when the trade occurred, moving him to Memphis.
Yeah, but you talk about his offensive development, Kevin, playing alongside, other skilled front court players that they've got there. I think he can get better and improve, and really it's a nice fit. Their bulk and skill and his length and shot blocking, that could be a nice combo.
And he knocks down the first one.
Thaddeus Young last season stepping into the full-time power forward role for the Sixers. Just kind of a mismatch waiting to happen because he's undersized at 6'8", but way too quick for most of the guys guarding him.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Bayless is checked in, and so Young nails them both. And for Thaddeus Young, with the league going more towards quickness and mobility, Clark, that's certainly going to fit his strengths well.
That is absolutely right. He's not a really strong rebounder. His lack of size does make him vulnerable to post up, but he's one of the best slashers in the game. In the end, the mismatches tend to usually play out in his favor.
Here is Bayless. At 3 off the mark. Anderson outside. With the teardrop, and he gets it to go.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
And so here's Memphis. They trail by 1. Here's Davis. The rebound by Hawes. And here we go with Michael Carter-Williams. Outside Turner. That one off the back iron and out.
Looked like an easy 2 points right there.
You know he's kicking himself for that miss.
Conley the pass to Davis. Turner with the steal. And now Carter-Williams pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
The Grizzlies trail by 3. Conley kicks to Prince. Outside Conley. Feeds to Davis. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, last season on the Raptors, Ed Davis was showing that he could be a solid starter in the league. Bargnani was out and he was filling in well, but he was moved out in the Rudy Gay deal and back to the bench in Memphis.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
And they averaged about 77% from the free throw line a year ago. So this is a solid free throw shooting team.
And you can't take those numbers lightly, fellas. I mean, their free throw shooting made a difference for them in a lot of their games last season.
And the first one drops. And for Davis last season, despite a downturn in minutes, you have to be encouraged by his productivity.
Yeah, good field goal percentage, scored at a higher rate. Coming into the league, we knew he could finish at the rim on lobs and putbacks, but the rest of his offensive game was more of a question mark. Seems to be coming around. He's a very skilled player.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, guys, the Grizzlies are a bit of a throwback team, and I like their moniker of grit and grind. It really was their identity of toughness and physicality, and I thought that's how they played, and as a result, they had a terrific season.
Now here's White. White gets the screen from Hawes, and White kicks to Moultrie, and it's blocked, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. The Grizzlies have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. But Clark, you mentioned the Grizzlies' old-fashioned style of play. There may be some changes in the offing. The new ownership group has made it a focal point to use, Steve, more advanced stats to inform their decision-making, analytics.
Well, and what will be interesting, Kevin, is that, in most advanced stats and advanced stat gurus will tell you you need three-point shooting. This was a very poor three-point shooting club a season ago. So I would expect them to start going more in that direction, but you can't get away from your identity, which is the low-post game of Gasol and Randolph.
Now here's Carter-Williams following the shot by Ed Davis. Carter-Williams kicks to Anderson. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting off, jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Now here's Conley. Tight defense on him. He dishes it to Prince. Baseline try, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Prince has got 6.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Carter-Williams kicks to Anderson. Now here's Carter-Williams. Back to Anderson. Fires for three. Another three for Philadelphia.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Prince. He has 6. Pondexter dishes to Prince. From about 16, up again. It's good on the putbacks. 5 points in the game.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
Yeah, it's the anticipation more than anything. It's understanding where that ball is going before anybody else on the floor does.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Right side, Conley. The pass to Davis. Out to the right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Conley's shot is off.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
It's rare to find yourself in the lead when you're turning the ball over like they are.
Well, if they want to build on the lead, then they've got to take better care of the ball. It's that simple. I mean, they've got to do a better job with the basketball.
Marc Gasol is checked in for Memphis. Outside Conley. Conley off the pick from Gasol. Bayless the pass to Gasol. Shot from the low block, and the bank shot is good. And here are the 76ers now. Here's Carter Williams, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's off. The second quarter just getting set to start. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Philadelphia.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Memphis, Zebo and Marc Gasol are up front. Jarrett Bayless is out there with Tony Allen. And it's Pondexter in at the 3 slot. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And out of Arizona, Jarrett Bayless, a slashing combo guard. His jump shot is a little streaky, but he's really good at attacking off the dribble and drawing fouls.
First free throw is good. And Bayless stepping into that reserve role in Memphis last season.
It was really a perfect role for him, Kevin. He backed up Mike Conley, but also played alongside Conley as the 2 guard. Bayless is a combo. He can score, he can handle the ball and make decisions as well, but really kind of found his niche in the league last season.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Turner comes in for Carter Williams.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office. Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, a bold draft day trade for the Philadelphia 76ers, trading away their all-star point guard Drew Holiday for the rights to 6th pick overall Nerlens Noel and a first-round pick in the loaded class of 2014. And for the new front office in Philly, it's a clear direction. Go young and build from the ground up. The Sixers' record will likely take a step back this season, but the experts all love the initiative with this move. Not content to be an average team, guys. They're looking to shake things up.
Doris, a lot of promise on this team. We'll see how they develop. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. You know, the new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. Bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching, a lot of things that goes into winning. You know, last year nobody was quite sure of the role Evan Turner would have, but as the season went on, he played his way into the rotation by earning the trust of his coach. I thought he made some good strides in his game.
And he makes the first. And Turner, the number 2 overall pick back in 2010. Clark, it seemed NBA stardom awaited, but so far, it just hasn't worked that way.
It's still on the horizon for him. You got to remember now, he's only in his 4th year. He's a terrific ball handler, rebounder, 6'7", can play the point forward position for you. The Sixers traded away Iguodala and handed him the reins, and I think sometimes you can do that prematurely, and it'll be interesting to see how Evan steps into that higher expectation role now.
Well, I'm sure he'd like to have that one back, but making it a 2-possession game was the key, and he got that done.
And Gasol gets it to go.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Now here's Anderson. 10 points for him. Left side Anderson. Here's Noel. And Allen with the block. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Gasol, a screen on Turner. And Bayless kicks to Pondexter. And stolen by Richardson. 3 on 3. That one goes. Count. Richardson's got 7.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Here is Bayless. He kicks to Allen. Looks for Randolph, gets it to him. Here's Gasol. And he drops it in from the low post. Gasol's got 4 points this quarter.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Young, a screen on Allen. Anderson with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Tayshaun Prince is checked in for Memphis. The Grizzlies trail by 3. Outside Randolph. Now Bayless. Back to Randolph. Again Memphis. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
You know, for a good part of last season, guys, the Grizzlies were in the battle for the 3rd spot in the West along with the Clippers and Nuggets. Eventually they finished 5th, but it wasn't because they didn't handle Eastern Conference opponents. They cleaned up against that conference.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And back to the Grizzlies against the East. Their style of play really matches up well with the slow it down style of many Eastern teams.
Yeah, in a lot of ways, Memphis looks like they should be in the East. You know, they have no problem just banging bodies under the basket, trying to out-rebound you, out-muscle you. And I think you're right, Kevin. That's one of the reasons they were able to go 22-8 against the Eastern Conference.
Now here's Turner after the miss from Bayless. Young left side, back to Turner. There's the dish to Young. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Turner. He's covered by Bayless. Anderson kicks to Noel. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Randolph. Here's Bayless. Cans the shot with nobody near him.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
Well, they continue to find the open man and play unselfishly. This is true team basketball we're seeing.
Now here's Turner. 9 points in the game so far. Richardson. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Richardson's got 9.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividend.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Nice shot by Randolph. And so here is Philadelphia. Anderson with the ball, and Allen picks him up defensively. Anderson against Allen. Anderson dishes to Turner. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically laying.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Carter Williams, he's checked in for James Anderson. The 76ers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Now, the numbers last year for them at the line, not great. Just 73% free throw shooting as a team.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Now here is Conley. It's Prince on the wing. Inside to Randolph. That is good. Randolph's got 8 points.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Noel sets a screen for Carter Williams. Richardson, that's a 2-pointer. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper. Richardson's got 6 points in the quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And Bayless kicks to Conley. Pass to Bayless. Pass to Allen. Dishes to Prince. Just 5 on the clock. Shot left block. No good. Good defensive work there by Young.
This game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
Turner fires. It's rebounded by Memphis. Here is Bayless. Bayless off a pick from Randolph. Takes it off the glass. Randolph's got 10.
He is really having a good quarter, a strong quarter, an efficient quarter, doing a lot of positive things out there.
Carter Williams, the pass to Young. Young, a screen on Allen. It's Richardson on the wing. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 13 points in the game.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Bayless dishes to Conley. Kicks it to Prince. Nice D from Richardson. The 76ers leading by 4. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Randolph. Randolph's got his 5th rebound in this one. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here is Bayless. Passes it to Allen. And it's blocked by Noel. And here is Carter Williams. 7-foot shot and out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Nerlens Noel, 6'11", out of Kentucky, big wingspan, about 7'4". So he's a player who has a chance to be an incredible shot blocker. Of course, following in the footsteps of Anthony Davis at Kentucky.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Conley kicks to Prince. And Moultrie picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Tough break for the defense. He took the heat and drew the whistle.
Yep, but when you get there late, that's what happens.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Outside Conley, just 5 on the clock. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And back to Noel, still very slender. The question for him has been, does he have the strength to play?
Not right now. He's got to get stronger. He's first got to recover from that ACL tear that he suffered. But if, in fact, he can get stronger, I love his motor and I like his potential to become better as an offensive player.
There's a lot to withstand inside in the NBA.
No question about it.
That's good from Conley.
A lot of what Memphis has done to build its team would have to be considered taking the undervalued approach. You look at guys like Zebo, Marc Gasol, and most recently Jared Bayless. Those were good players that really have found a nice home in Memphis.
And Conley drops them both. Well, Clark, just talking about Memphis, they really have taken a group of players that were thought to be non-impact roster spots, and Steve, they've turned things around with them.
Kind of comes across in the way the entire team plays. It's a blue-collar group, Kevin. Some cast-offs, guys with a chip on their shoulder, but they've got a toughness and an edge about them. And I think it's really helped this team create its identity.
And a chance here to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Kevin, Tony Allen has been a first-team all-defensive performer for 2 years running and one of the most intense players in the league. Teammate Mike Conley says, quote, he's like an Army general. He says crazy things, but goes out there and backs it up. He works as hard as he speaks. He gives 100% on every possession. Allen continues to try to make a name for himself, saying, quote, I want the whole league to know that I am a force. That's been my mentality since I came in. I'm grinding.
Well, they call it grit and grind. That's what he's brought. Thanks, Doris. That's good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Gasol.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Now, here's Richardson. 13 points in the game.
Seems like they're on their heels every time defensively because the ball continues to go into the post.
Well, if they don't pick up the aggression, things are only going to get worse.
Gasol's in the post, guarded by Hawes. And again, it's Marc Gasol. Gasol's got 12 points in the game.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
Carter Williams, the pass to Richardson. Moultrie setting the pick for Richardson. That's good. He's got 17.
And they're beginning to fall apart a little bit defensively, especially inside.
Well, that's 4 straight buckets now at the rim.
Conley kicks to Allen. White against Prince. And he overshot that one, missing.
They're really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Now, not giving up too many second chance opportunities, which is always important, and it's been one of the reasons they have the lead right now. And he was one step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
The Grizzlies trail by 8. Timeout called. The Grizzlies. You got to like what Jason Richardson has done in this game.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. He thinks they could be doing much better work on the defensive glass, and he let his guys know it. He wants to see them crash the boards hard from this point forward. He also wants to see a lot of bodies down low at the defensive end, saying, quote, if they're going to beat us, let's make them make shots from the outside. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Now here's Carter Williams following the shot by Tayshaun Prince. Carter Williams off the pick from Hawes. This one for 3. Jason Richardson, and that's good. And it's an 11-point 76ers lead.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
Conley kicks to Prince. Into Marc Gasol. And again, unable to change momentum here. Philadelphia leading by 11. Richardson dishes to Carter Williams. Carter Williams off the pick from Hawes. No good. Great D that time from Davis. Grizzlies shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's Conley, and it's sent back by Hawes. Richardson against Conley. Richardson kicks to White. Here's Carter Williams. And no good trying to get that one. And so that's the end of the first half. 76ers ahead. They're up by 11. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, Jason, after trailing early on in this ball game, what made the difference for turning this game around?
Just staying with it. We're going through a tough stretch, and we got to stay focused and stay together. And that's what a lot of characters that we pulled together and got the league going into halftime.
Well done, Jason. We appreciate the time. Gentlemen.
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And it's halftime on 2K Sports. Keep it right here as we break down the first half. Out in Philadelphia, the 76ers have the lead against Memphis. They've been having their way inside, a huge lead when it comes to points in the paint, making it very hard to defend against them. Jason Richardson has been clicking through the first two. His shooting percentage off the charts right now. He's got the magic touch from the field, no question about it. And on the other hand, the Grizzlies are still alive. They've been getting roundly outplayed up to this point, and they'll need a bounce-back effort to make up for it in the second half. A sensational first half from Marc Gasol. He's got 12 points and is putting out the effort defensively as well, making his presence felt on both ends of the floor. And now we'll send you back to Philadelphia. See you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The statue of its founder, William Penn, our view. It's been one outstanding game so far from Richardson.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the first half, he's going to follow it up with a better second half. We'll see if that happens here.
Evan Turner and Thaddeus Young at the forward slots. Carter Williams and Jay Rich in the backcourt. And it's Noel in at the 5 spot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia.
Man, he shows us he knows how to finish with a flourish.
The 76ers leading by 9. Carter Williams with it. And there's the feed to Turner. Down low, Noel.
Nerlens Noel, one of those players that's has become so valuable in the NBA. A mobile defender who can get out to the perimeter, guard smaller players, but still with the ability to block shots in the paint. You look at Noel, guys, he's an athletic, bouncy, 6'11" big man with a 7'4" wingspan. It's no wonder he's been a dynamic shot blocker before he arrived in the NBA, and now it's just a matter of getting bigger and stronger.
You know, I love the fact that he's always turned up. His motor is excellent. Now, he's got to recover from that ACL injury, but I tell you what I saw of him as a shot blocker, a guy who runs the floor, rebounds both backboards, and is a pretty good passer right now, and I think will smooth out and expand his offensive game. Keep an eye on his development. He could be a very impactful player.
Good on the second free throw. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Gasol. Ejected by Noel.
It's been a great day for them on the boards, Clark. That's definitely been a major factor in building this big lead.
And, you know, from a number standpoint, the advantage might not be that large, but they have been manhandling them inside.
And for Noel, his offensive game is a bit of a work in progress. But I know, Clark, you love his motor.
I certainly do. You know, at Kentucky, they started tracking players' heart rates during practices to measure effort. And they never had to call out Noel in that regard. He's all effort all the time.
Offensive rebound. And that one's good. 14 points for Zach Randolph.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 8 and good on the basket. Book it. Now here is Conley, defended by Carter Williams, and it's Conley penetrating. It's stolen by Carter Williams. Feeds it to Richardson. And Allen with the block. But he stays with it. Turner with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Carter Williams kicks to Noel. 6 to shoot. Tries again, and he gets it to go. And the 76ers lead by 14.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
And there's the pass to Gasol. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
For the majority of his career, Marc Gasol has been referred to as the other Gasol. But last season, you can make that case that he surpassed his brother Powell in terms of impact on the court.
And Marc Gasol, a little bigger than his older brother Powell, very comfortable at the center position, whereas Powell is a little more of a tweener. They're both obviously so incredibly skilled.
They sure are. I mean, both Gasol's able to play in the high post as passers or jump shooters or down on the low block, and where they can use their array of offensive skills. Pretty impressive to see 2 players like that coming out of the same family.
Well, you know, when you play against the teams in the West, you need to have a solid front court or you're going to struggle. And last year, the Sixers thought they had the answer with Andrew Bynum, but he never played a game for them, so they really struggled against the West.
And he sinks the second. And trouble it was for the 76ers against the West, Clark, as you were talking about. They would end up with just a 12-18 record against the conference. And many wondering, Steve, what could have been.
Well, and 12-18 isn't actually that bad considering, you know, the state of the roster with the injuries and the new players. So I thought all in all, the 76ers fought hard most of the year, but they just didn't have enough in the tank.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
You know, he wants to tinker a little bit, and he's taking the time to do so right here.
Yeah, I think you're right. He just didn't like some of the things he saw out there, a bit uncomfortable, and wanted to talk it over.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Dave Yeager coaching his team during that break. They need to get the ball into the post. He made that abundantly clear. Their entry passes haven't nearly been sharp enough for him. Clearly, some adjustments there had to be made because the time left for a comeback is quickly running out. Kevin, over to you.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Turner. The dish to Noel. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Grizzlies trail by 15. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Outside for Gasol. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Allen with it. Now defended by Richardson. Conley with the 3. They get the rebound. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
What a great game for Randolph in this one. He has 14 points. He's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Well, he's been playing a very energetic brand of defense, Clark. You got to love it.
Free throw good, Randolph.
You know, when Randolph was younger, guys, he got a bad rap for making bonehead plays on the court, putting up ill-advised threes and committing foolish fouls and so on and so on. But since coming to Memphis, he's been as heady and as smart and as engaged a player as anyone at the 4 spot in the league. He's one of my favorite guys to watch work because he does it with skill, force, and understanding of the game.
Well, you talk about Randolph's understanding of the game, not the biggest or the most athletic guy, but certainly, Steve, he finds ways to be effective.
You know, Kevin, I was a teammate of his rookie season.
I've forgotten about that.
Yeah, and you could see then he had all kinds of skill and feel for the game. A terrific passer, and just has a way of putting the ball in the basket.
Only played the 1 season in Michigan State.
That's right.
Marion, Indiana, Zach Randolph. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's foul number 2 for him.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
The Grizzlies trail by 13. Outside Conley. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. He dishes it to Randolph. Back to Conley. Cannot hit. Nice D from Richardson.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Carter Williams, the pass to Young. Here's Noel. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Noel's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, they've been so sound offensively in the second half. I love the way they're playing.
Yeah, there's really no comparison in the shooting percentages between the teams since the break.
Conley dishes to Gasol. Back to Conley. Clock at 6. And Michael Carter Williams gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
I like the call. I thought the defense was moving there.
Yeah, I think he slid underneath. Good blocking call that trip.
Jared Bayless is checked in for Memphis. Offside Gasol. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Can't hit. Now the 76ers take it the other way. And Turner kicks to Carter Williams. Carter Williams off the pick from Noel. A 3 from Anderson. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
That's good. And that's 15 points for Marc Gasol. The 76ers leading by 16. Now here's Carter Williams. He's got 10. Kicks it to Turner. Lets it go from deep. The shot no good. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 8 so far in the 3rd quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Bayless off a pick from Randolph. Bayless the pass to Randolph. Here's Conley. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Noel's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Carter Williams with it. Now guarded by Pondexter. That's good. Anderson's got 6 here in this quarter.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Gasol dishes to Bayless. Back to Gasol. Shoots from the baseline, and he hits the jumper for 2. Gasol's got 17 now. For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Young, a screen on Conley. Carter Williams with it. Conley picks him up. Young sets a screen for Carter Williams. 5 to shoot. The dish now to Turner. From outside the arc. Mike Conley with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 17. He kicks it to Bayless. Bayless off a pick from Randolph. Bayless the pass to Conley. Randolph a screen. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Davis is checked in for Marc Gasol. Now Carter Williams. He's got 10. Anderson kicks to Young. Tries from 7. Another miss by Philadelphia. The Grizzlies shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the 3rd quarter. Outside Conley. Pass to Davis. Spencer Hawes grabs the miss. Hawes got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Strange to see that a team that appeared to be in such strong position changed up so much last year. And the Grizzlies did that. They traded away Rudy Gay, and they also changed their offensive scheme to more of a pick-and-roll approach.
The Grizzlies trail by 17. Here's Conley. And that comes off the assist by Jared Bayless. And it's 8 points for Conley.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Carter Williams dishes to Young. Young sets a screen for Turner. It's stolen by Davis. Here is Bayless. Turner covering, and a missed layup. There were a lot of questions asked after the Rudy Gay trade last season. Fans wondered if the team was looking to blow it up, even though they were fighting for the 3rd seed at the time. But Steve, they really rallied.
They did. I thought they showed that they were an excellent team. And one of the reasons they made that trade was they had a lot of success a couple of years back in the playoffs without Rudy Gay. So they knew that they could play well without him. So they went ahead and pulled the trigger. And it looks like the deal has worked out okay.
Carter Williams can't get it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 17. And it's Conley penetrating. Dishes it to Bayless. Back to Conley. Shot clock at 6. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. Conley's got 10 points in the game.
With a much bigger man guarding him, that's not an easy shot to get off. Never mind to knock down. Terrific basket.
From about 19 feet, the shot by Turner no good.
Yeah, that's a low percentage shot right there.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there a little better. Make the pass in that situation. Don't force a bad shot. I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Young, a screen on Davis. The kick out to Anderson. Money from the wing. Anderson's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's showing some kind of a killer instinct this quarter, trying to stretch this lead out.
Now here is Conley. He's guarded closer. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration.
First one falls for him. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Both free throws good from Bayless. The 76ers leading by 15. Carter Williams kicks to Hawes. Outside, White. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Carter Williams. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Here's Conley. He's got 10. 1:52 left in the third quarter of the game. Kicks to Bayless. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Moultrie's got 4 rebounds in this game. Carter Williams, the pass to Anderson. Shot denied, but they recover it. Here is Bayless. He's got 6. Pass to Conley. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Randolph. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Hawes.
Well, it was a healthy season last year for Spencer Hawes. And maybe not the guy they were hoping to hold down their center spot in Philadelphia after trading for Andrew Bynum during the offseason, but Hawes was more than serviceable in his expanded role in the middle.
Now here's Carter Williams following the miss by Zach Randolph. They grabbed their own miss. Moultrie, that's good.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
And he takes that one up and powers it through. Now, as far as the defense goes, Clark, that is not what's going to keep them in this lead.
Yeah, but from the other perspective, you can see just how much that dunk pumped those players up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I agree, guys. I sense a little bit of a momentum shift here.
Philadelphia leading by 15. And Hawes showed his great start in the condensed season of 2011-12. He wasn't a mirage. He played well last season.
Well, he's a finesse center. He's very skilled. He can pass, shoot from long range, and pretty good job on the glass, too.
27 seconds left to play in the third. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Bayless dishes to Randolph. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Randolph's got 18 points in the game. And here is Carter Williams. He's got 12. Passes to Moultrie. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The 76ers have shot just above 55% of the line, going 5 of 9.
At the line for 2.
That free throw, no good.
You know, this is a common problem for them, their inability to consistently knock down their free throws.
Good on the second free throw. From deep three-point range, misses. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. 76ers lead by 16. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The 76ers leading by 16 on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Conley and Allen are the guard set. Marc Gasol is out there with Tayshaun Prince, and it's Pondexter in at the small forward. Allen against Richardson. Plays it up and banks it in. Richardson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the 76ers. Conley kicks to Prince. He's good with the little jumper in close. And here's Richardson. An easy 2 points on the layup. Richardson's got 4 points this quarter.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
Conley kicks to Gasol. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Nerlens Noel.
Good game for Gasol. He's got 17 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Now, that's obviously not a big number, but you know, he's been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
That free throw, no good. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Philadelphia. He hits the second from the line. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Carter Williams off the pick from White. Carter Williams with it. Guarded now by Tayshaun Prince. Outside Turner. Back to White. 6 on the shot clock. Richardson. The second effort. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official. What was supposed to be a fresh start for Jason Richardson last year never really came to fruition, guys. I mean, not very far into the year, he had a bad injury to his left knee and had to close things down for the season.
First one falls for him. And for Richardson, surgery last season to repair a cartilage tear in his left knee when he played for Philadelphia.
Well, in his prime, he was one of the most explosive leapers in the NBA. Former dunk contest champion. He began to lean on his three-point shooting as his career went on. Been a very productive player over the years.
Young's checked in for White. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Outside Conley. The feed now to Prince. Drills the baseline jumper. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Noel sets a screen for Carter Williams. Feeds to Richardson. And the 76ers get it back. There's Noel. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
Well, his shot's been off today, no question. He's not the guy they're going to want to look to if they want to keep this lead where it is.
Here's Gasol. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Gasol's got 20.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Young passes to Carter Williams. He feeds it to Noel. And there's the pass to Richardson. Noel sets a screen for Richardson. Outside Turner. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. And the 76ers lead by 17. Grizzlies have gotten all three of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Prince dishes to Gasol. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Gasol's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. But a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Carter Williams kicks to Noel. And that's collected by Pondexter.
He was right there, but the defensive pressure forced that miss.
Well contested. That really made it a tough shot.
Inside to Gasol. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Philadelphia leading by 15. Carter Williams with it. Now guarded by Pondexter. Carter Williams, the pass to Richardson. Here's Turner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Now here's Gasol. Baseline jumper. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
And here's Richardson outside. Can't hit. And Memphis the other way now.
He hit a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here.
Out to Conley. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Noel. Noel's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Young, a screen on Allen. Carter Williams dishes to Young. Pondexter with it. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Conley kicks to Pondexter. Back to Conley. Prince outside. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
He's flipped the script here in this half, shooting a much higher percentage from the field.
And the 76ers call time here.
Tayshaun Prince had been a Piston his whole career, guys, and I thought he might end his career there. But last season, he was shipped over to Memphis to replace Rudy Gay, and it's been a hand-in-glove fit because of the blue-collar style of Memphis, and that's kind of how Prince plays, especially at the defensive end.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
Young, and down it goes. Dunk through off a wonderful assist.
You know, he doesn't fit into that kind of classic power forward mold, but he has that tremendous athleticism. The
Grizzlies trail by 17. And Tayshaun Prince, a low-mistake player, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, he doesn't turn it over offensively. He can actually play some point forward because of his ball handling ability. And defensively smart. He doesn't gamble. Just uses those long arms to keep you away from the hoop and challenge your shot.
Here's Carter Williams. Following the score by Tayshaun Prince. From 11 feet away, Allen with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, for what's really an elementary shot, he looked a little nervous on that release.
He dishes it to Randolph. No good. Great D that time from Hawes. Philadelphia leading by 15. Now here's Carter Williams. Young outside. Hawes inside, defended by Gasol. And he gets it to go. The Grizzlies trail by 17. Outside Conley. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Randolph. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
Zach Randolph, 2 shots.
That free throw missing. No good at the stripe this time. The second misses also.
Boy, their struggles at the line this half really starting to haunt them. You just cannot afford to miss free throws. It's like skipping breakfast. At some point in time, it's going to come back to hurt you.
Now here's Carter Williams. Shots good from Young. And the 76ers lead by 19.
It's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint. I guess the good news is they've taken away the outside shot.
Well, you know what? It doesn't matter how good their perimeter defense is if they're going to allow inside looks as easy as that.
Randolph. That drops. Randolph's got 20 points. The 76ers leading by 17. Carter Williams, the pass to Young. The dish to Richardson. There's the triple. Count that one. Richardson's got 9 points now in the quarter.
They've stepped up their three-point shooting game in the second half. They're letting it fly out there with reckless abandon.
Now they're feeling confident, and they're in a good flow offensively, so why not just keep firing from out there?
Now here's Prince. Conley left side. Just 4 to shoot. And that's Prince. That time on the assist by Conley. And that's now 19 points for Prince. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Now Carter Williams. He kicks to Richardson. Puts it up from 17. And again, it's Philadelphia.
All the buckets he's poured in today have put them in a terrific position heading into the stretch.
The Grizzlies trail by 19. Conley dishes to Allen. Some solid defense from Turner.
Boy, they've really dominated on the glass, and of course they've done a lot of good things here tonight, but the rebounds have played a major factor.
Hey, Steve, you know rebounding always one of the key barometers in determining the victory.
Now here's Carter Williams. Pass to Richardson. Let's go. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
He's one guy the defense is not afraid to leave open from that range, and for obvious reasons.
Allen kicks to Conley. Conley off the pick from Randolph. Conley gets the bucket.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
The 76ers leading by 17. Here's Carter Williams. Dishes to Turner. Kicks it to Richardson. Passes to Carter Williams. Here's Hawes. can't get it to go. Good D by Gasol. And for Memphis, their shooting in the fourth quarter has been efficient at 56%. Randolph sets a screen for Allen. Here's Gasol. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Richardson. The feed to Young. Young, a screen on Randolph. Carter Williams off the pick from Richardson. On the wing, Jason Richardson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Young. A beautiful reverse layup. Young's got 6 here in this quarter.
One of the sweetest moves in the game, the reverse layup in traffic.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Now a timeout called by Memphis.
You know, he just isn't pleased at all with the looks they've given up defensively inside. So I think this timeout is all about trying to get his group to tighten up defensively.
They just don't look very sharp to me on the defensive side.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Brett Brown as he addressed his team. He preached patient offense and using more of the shot clock. He'd like the tempo of this game to be taken down a few notches. He mentioned one other thing, which was that he does not want his players getting overly aggressive at the defensive end. He wants them playing under control. So Coach waiting until the final stages to pull a few tricks out of his sleeve. Kevin, let's see if he's made a wise decision.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now here's Turner after the Marcus Holmes. Carter Williams, the pass to Hawes. That's good. And the 76ers lead by 21.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And, Steve, they did it in style, a beatdown the entire way.
Now here's Conley. Randolph sets a screen for Conley. And he's good on the 3-ball. Conley's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it and the other didn't. Huge margin of victory for the 76ers.
Tonight, they seem committed to the 3-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And that's on a bounce. Philadelphia will retain possession. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And here is Rote. Shot clock at 6. Fires it up. Rebounded by Bayless. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
You know, if this had come earlier, they might have been able to get back into it.
Yeah, but as it is, too little, too late.
Roten kicks to Moultrie. Shot is off. Great D that time from Davis. And for Memphis, they're shooting very well right now, 52% in this fourth quarter. Here's Bayless, rejected by Roten. Anderson with the ball. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. You know, Clark, every team has a bad night, and these guys might want to watch the tape of this game the next time they have a bad night to remind themselves how dominant they can be.
Well, this is one of those dreamlike games for a coach.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Jason, you played with great intent tonight. What lit that fire under you?
Just getting going, just being aggressive, cutting to the basket, but it's not the offense we need to worry about, it's the defense.
Jason, thank you. Kevin, over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, our Jordan Player of the Game, Jason Richardson.